Welcome to UBC Lunchtime News with me, Maureen Babidie, on the 6th of May 2025. The day is Tuesday, and in our first report, the NRM Party is holding a countrywide polling exercise to elect local council LC1 flag bearers and village NRM structures. The exercise that kicked off at 10 a.m. started with holding village barazas to verify members of the NRM who have been fully registered in the NRM register. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is currently in Rwachitura overseeing the verification exercise, and according to statistics from the ruling party registry, NRM has a total of 19.8 million registered voters across the country from 72,000 villages. The president is among those attending the Rwachitura Cell Local Council 1 structural election in Kiruhura district. The president and the first son, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, have been confirmed as registered voters of this polling station located in Nshwedenche parish, and our reporter Robert Onyango is on ground with the update.
Well, indeed, it is a very good afternoon for us here in Kiruhura district, particularly here in Rwachitura, country home to the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who also serves as the chairperson of the NRM Party. Today, as we all know, it is the lower level or lower council structural elections of the NRM Party. These activities are happening across the entire country. The update we want to share with you from us who are here in Kiruhura district is that the party chairperson, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is pressing the activities vigorously. He has been here as guided by the NRM chairperson for Electoral Commission, that is Dr. Tango Doi, that indeed by 10 a.m. already the president was here at Rwachitura Cell, where we are witnessing the election of different lower council positions. So far, when the president arrived here, of course, we went through the anthems, the prayer, and we kicked off with the baraza, where the committees here, led by the registrar of this cell, started by at least ironing up the loopholes and the gaps in the register of the NRM Party. Then, after that process, we went to the program. Next agenda was people expressing interest in different positions that were led by the position of the LC1. Of course, we saw the election of the vice. Then this was followed by the council members. That includes youth, women leaders, finance, and other positions. So the president has been here, as he already emphasized that this activity is a concern to all party members to embrace it nationwide. Of course, he's leading from the front side, and as UBC will keep here and give you the updates in as far as this election is concerned. Of course, the president will be talking to us after this activity later on, which we expect that will be around 1 or 2. But of course, after that, we shall also be giving you the details of what could have happened in Kiruhura district at large. To accompany the president here is the chairperson NRM Electoral Commission, Dr. Tango Doi, has been here as the support staff to the local registrars who are manning this exercise. Of course, there are members of parliament from this district. Then the NRM chairperson for Kiruhura district, I've seen here Mr. Nzeire, who are also coming in to ensure that, and they mobilize members of the NRM Party to participate in this more very effective and noble party structure election, because we all know it begins from the ground. If the party members don't embrace these activities, which means the coming elections, that is to say the parish, sub-county, probably the districts and the national election will not be embraced. So it is the gesture the president is leading here that indeed all these elections matters a lot to in as far as organizing the party structures. Of course, they want to get a formidable team so that come in the general elections, they can have a good and winning team to give them victory for the 2026-2031 term of office. For now, I want to cross back to the broadcast house in Kampala, but we shall come back with the details of these activities in as far as the voting into the NRM Party has concluded along the country. That will be in the evening in our subsequent news bulletins. That is Uganda at 7, of course 8 and 10. That is news tonight in UBC. Then, of course, we shall be also anchoring the same news bulletin at Star TV in Uganda version. For now, back to the broadcast house at Nile Avenue in Kampala. I'm Robert Onyango.
Thank you, Onyango, for that report. Now, the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Mama Janet Kataha Museveni, has joined other members of the NRM Party in Ruguma cell at Iranga Trading Center today at a baraza to verify names of members in the NRM register and elections of the NRM LC1 flag bearer and members of the village NRM structures. Take a look.
kanwe bintu byo mutano ibiri kwenda ngo kusomera umudakika nki 10 obyetegereza akatabaka tuhandikireho ntunga mo district ntunga mo sub county parish koni Ruguma village omurirenga Jennifer kanyesije Jennifer inumutsha just asoko banyagwa karbaho arbo Javis ni mwesiga Jessica Chilabo Jessica Chilabo muganda hizo.
We'll take you back shortly to Rachitura, where the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, also chairman of the NRM Party, participated in the elections.
His Excellency President, Parish Modo, Rachitura Sel.
The bendera yanyu, our LC1, each other. Icyakashatu no koronda bari abembezi bayenere mu bantu 30 mbende kavuzo muri ebibindi tunubire bwabe ibibiri byo
nako rabona byo kitabo kiri His Excellency
kirimo abantu bangaye
kirimo abantu 351
mbone hati uyu no murimo wo atshomere abantu bana bahurire.
Like His Excellency said, the first is to audit the register to confirm that these are bona fide members of the village and also people who belong to NRM. That's the purpose of this meeting. So that we authenticate that register, that the register is actual and members of NRM are the ones captured. To hand over the instruments of power to the registrar. And I want to request you to take full charge, and I'm watching you from here.
He sounds to know what he's doing.
Abaho Enoch ahimsiwe Deresio ahwera Ars Ampuri Redafin Ampuri Jennifer
Tasabwera
Patrick Akafa.
Akafa? Died.
Yeah.
Relatedly, the election of Local Council 1 chairman at UTC Village in Campala has taken place despite the controversies following the electoral registrars being chased away. The race was between the incumbent, Sulaiman Chiaga, and Michael Sechiivu. However, the electoral process went on in the presence of the RDC despite the incumbent's withdrawal.
That they will be members of NRM villages in their traditional villages where they stay. Because first of all, they commute better in the morning and return back late. So this is more of their traditional village. But you are aware that when a villager turns up, the villager turns up and is a village voter and is recognized that this one is a member of this village, they are allowed to vote. And given that the taxi drivers, the taxi park is more sort of their village because this is where they spend most of their time from morning up to evening. They don't spend the time in their traditional villages where they sleep. So the taxi park is considered more of their village because this is where they spend most of their time.
Thank you so much. I'll now take you to a live feed of a polling station at National Theatre of Radio Uganda Village.
I can't hear. You're still watching our news, UBC Lunchtime News. My name is Sandra Kahunde, coming to you live from National Theatre, where elections have been supposed to be taking place. Well, the viewers, the voters have been here since morning, from the hour of 10 a.m. And there was a bit of activity going on. But as we speak an hour later, we see Mr. Chizito coming. He's administrator when it comes to the NRM ruling party. He comes from the organization and is saying he has gotten a communication from Tango Doi that the elections right here should be paused for a while. So we're yet to get the communication as to why this election exercise has been stopped at this very point. He's called Mr. Chizito and he says he has communication from Tango Doi not to carry on with the exercise. We're yet to find out. Good afternoon, Mr. Chizito. You're live on UBC News. I want to get to understand. The voters are here, ready to carry on with the exercise, but the incumbent is also who was here. As we speak right now, he has gone into hiding. And we're told you have a communication from Tango Doi to stop the exercise to take place right here. How come?
The residents of this area, you know, most of this election was supposed to be by residents. Okay? They have raised their complaint that they have received intruders. That the intruders were so many when they are not being known in the area. That is the reason as to why you had tried here very fast to observe the situation. When those senior citizens talked to me that help us, we have been invaded. I had to ask the registrar to first stop the reading of the names so that Secretariat and other commissioners whom I have invited to come here can take a decision as a team. So the main issue is the village being invaded by people who may not be known by some of the senior citizens who reside around this village, UBC village. Yes, that is the biggest issue.
Okay, but what we understand is that the voters have been here since 10 a.m. and everything was calm and everyone was ready to vote. And what we understand is that as they were reading out the names from the registrar, looks like most of them do qualify to come and vote from here. What is your take on that?
Sorry, come again?
What we understand is that they've been here from 10 a.m. and it was all calm. As they were reading out their names, we understand that most of them are registered. So how come there's that communication coming through? Have you tried to look at the names?
Of course, we have tried to look at the names, and the names are in the register. But the chairpersons and the executives of this village had put some remarks in our registers that some of these people are not residents of this village. So there was an issue that I think is a bit technical, that some of those names were either left in the register intentionally, or the person who handled that register needs to be analyzed properly so that we get to know where that mistake came from. You see, after registering these people, the committee of the village was given a chance to observe whether all these people are residents. Okay? So some of this register had some marks by the shareholders of this village. Okay? So if all these names that had been asked to be removed are just back, I think there is something that is not okay with the secretariat and the registrars of this particular village. Yes.
Okay, want to understand the ones who are yet to be elected, the chairpersons, the candidates, the incumbents, the candidates who are yet to be elected. Have you tried to talk to them and see what their take is on this?
Yeah, I've tried to talk to them, and the new chairpersons who wants to contest, they are okay with the elections. The incumbent chairman, actually I can say the longest serving chairman of this village, was not comfortable with the new team that is around National Theatre today. Okay? I think that is the biggest part, as even to why one of our OC is here. Okay? So that we can harmonize on this village and we work as a team. Yes. I have called more commissioners to come here so that we can agree and decide as a team.
So should the voters stay optimistic that the voting will take place today?
I really think the voters should stay optimistic, because more commissioners are coming in and we shall reach to a conclusion as a team.
Okay. Let's talk to one of the incumbent chairperson is not here, but however we have another gentleman who's yet to be voted today. Can you please let the viewer get to understand what is happening right here? Chechigenda maso kuba abalonzi bazze naye ate batugamba nti babaddewo ko obuvuyo abalonzi bo tebali mu registra.
Okusookera ddala twazengo akalulu katambula bulungi ne tukkaanya akulira ebyokulonza mu area eno n'atubuliifinga n'atugaba buli muntu ali mu kitabo nga muziri bwe yagambye ku TV nti buli ali mu register yeka yagenda okulonda. Ne tujja nabatugamba nti buli ali mu register agenda kuba nga bamusoma alage ekimwogerako, national ID oba ID yonna oba togiyina osome namba y'essimu eri ku linnya lyo. Naye bwe tugenze nga bitambula bulungi, tugenze okulaba nga incumbent chairperson ayina abantu bayagala okuleetamu. Tulemera tugamba nti twagambe kyamannya na ID. Kati Mwami Kizito yakulira ebyokulonza mu Kampala district oba administrator wa Kampala Central, Mwami Kizito yazze ne yeetumiikiriza n'agamba nti Honorable Tadwongo ne Dr. Tango Doi bamusindise ayimirize okulonda. Naye kino kigamba NRM na buli muntu atulaba ne sekurati yonna nti Mwami Kizito akoze akavuyo kano okuva 2023 mu Gwokusatu. Nze namulita wano abaddenga abibeeramu era namuwandiikako egundi yange jeri ewa Honorable Tadwongo jeri Mwami Kizito era yazze n'agamba nti bamusindise ayimirize. Naye nga talina nsonga yatumubuuza naye ng'aculupanya ate bankubidde mbweri abagibwa mu kitabo ate nga nange encomplaininga nti abantu bange bagibwamu. So banne NRM mubeere nga seeke neeke mubeere aweya nti baadministrator mu Kampala bakozesebwa. Mwami Kizito mu complaininzeeko na muwandiikako is being used by people tali neutral. So
more updates will be coming your way later on. There's another person who's yet to be voted. All the voters are frustrated right here, but as earlier on Mr. Chiso says that more commissioners are yet to come to this place to verify and see if we can still have the voting exercise carry on. Just briefly.
Ekizibu kye tufunye kya incumbent wa Radio Uganda. Incumbent wa Radio Uganda yatulemesezza.
So all of them are saying it's the incumbent chairperson who has brought a standstill to this particular exercise. Keep watching. We shall be updating you in our subsequent news hours of the day. I hand you back to studio where Maureen is on standby to give you more for the day.
Thank you so much, Sandra, for being our eyes on ground at National Theatre for the Radio Uganda village elections for the NRM Party. Now, in Entebbe, the morning heavy downpours have interrupted the ongoing voting of NRM LC1 flag bearers and the village structure exercise in Entebbe, which has resulted into low turnout of the voters in most polling stations. According to Shaka Stephen, the NRM chairperson in Entebbe constituency, Entebbe has got 24 villages, of which 17 villages accepted to bring back leaders unopposed, of which 7 also are set to vote the committee leaders and NRM LC1 flag bearers. The voting of NRM structures at village level focus on mainstream youth league, women league, older persons, PDWs and veterans, of which most of the positions in Entebbe municipality are still unopposed.
Today we are practicing our rights, democratic rights under the National Resistance Movement. Entebbe has a population of 89,000 people, and registered people on the National Voters Register is 54,000. Those registered under the National Resistance Movement is about 24,000 people. This shows you that from the grassroots level up to the chairperson or the chairman of the party, you find that these members are the ones that come and participate in these various positions and are the same members that come to vote. So we are calling upon our people to come. The weather was not good, but we can see people are coming up. There is a turnout. We are inviting them to come and check the register to see that their names are there, because later on we are going to go into elections, we are going to go into primaries, so we need to know that you are in the book, you are registered. And this is what the National Resistance Movement is pushing, to see that we have democratic practice and this right to be exercised. Of course, you're not going to see this in other parties like DP or People Power, or most of these political parties don't have this grassroots. And this is what the NRM is preaching for and practicing. And we believe that members are going to keep coming. Where you see here, this is Post Office, Division A. We have 2 divisions, we have 24 villages, and the president has called upon us to come and participate. You realize that out of the 24 villages, the 17 villages, most of the positions have gone unopposed. So there are about 6 villages where we have people competing, like for treasurer, like for chairman, for the village. So you find people are competing so that we can get the best flag bearer. So this shows you that as the NRM is not new to have a sole candidate for a position. Like here in Post Office, the chairman has gone unopposed, the vice chairman has gone unopposed, the secretary has gone unopposed, the publicity unopposed, treasurer unopposed. It shows you that people look for who is the best in their village that can represent their interest. So we call upon members to come and participate in their right, so that when we go ahead, we can be able to participate in the various primaries for mayor, for MP, and things like that.
It has not been easy for us to start on time because rain disturbed us this morning. We are just coming to the voting center because it has stopped. If we are given some more hours, maybe the voters will be here on lately. Otherwise, we are ready to vote and ready to serve our country as NRM members.
Which groups?
Now, despite a late turn-up to most of the polling stations in Gulu City, the NRM members have started electing their party representatives in the forthcoming general elections. By press time at Kasubi Central Polling Station, Pauline Ayuto was declared the LC1 representative. She served since 1998, while Ali Fatuma was voted as the party chairperson in the same area. Take a look.
you need to cut those videos? Huh? Don't you need to cut those videos?
Yeah, I need to.
Now from Gulu, we take you to Arua, where the election of the NRM flag bearer of Local Council 1 and other mainstream party structures have been peacefully conducted at Alio Village, Tilevo Parish, where Arua district headquarters seat. The incumbent LC1 chairperson conceded the defeat and accepted to work with the flag bearer when his term of office comes to an end.
For the post of LC1, Alio Village. So I won the race. Why I stood to become the chairperson LC1 of this village. I've seen my current leader is not so transparent with the people. Any government program which comes does not reach the locals. That's why I have decided to stand. And because of that, people trusted me. I have won them.
Also a contestant who contested, but generally the elections was good. It was peaceful, and it went on well. Though I lost this on genuine ground. I appreciate, and for those who has been elected, and we expect good work and progress.
The election of LC1 and the mainstream of today in Alio village, it is moving very well, and then the voters came also enough. I think there is no quarrel, there is no complaint, and they are doing well.
NRM primaries for village elections, it is going on well. Alio village is going on with a lot of understanding, no confusion. People understood what voting is, I guess, sense.
Parliament. Deputy Speaker of Parliament Andrew Hinda, North Constituency Member of Parliament, Right Honourable Thomas Tayewa, has arrived at Rempungu A polling station to participate in the NRM Baraza and election of LC1 special groups NRM structures. Tayewa called on NRM members to engage fully in the exercise as it promotes democracy. Thank you for staying with us up until now. We'll take a short break and return with more news.
Big thing about the MTN Super. Wali yakapia musite wali yakapia. MTN kabo de super mustairompia. Then you kabo de smartphone nebi yakabibiona. MTN kabo de super mustairompia. Then you kabo de smartphone nebi yakabibiona.
Get the new Kabode Super smartphone and enjoy 16 GB free. Start with a deposit of only 45,000 Uganda shillings and pay the rest mpora in daily installments of less than 1K. You can also make weekly and monthly installments. Together, our vibes are unstoppable. Terms and conditions apply. MTN. MTN is regulated by Uganda Communications Commission.
Sam Nazanya Ruto Ganyiga star 278 then hash ujja kuba ngo oyingide mu kazannyo nga sente zino zimula wano zina wangu zino wano milioni 10 ebindi wanasooka biraba ku TV nange saasoka kikiriza ninga mulaye kino kinzo kubanga kituufu oba yaddala tibya bufere sente zino nazikoze ki naziwangudde amasanyu nyina mangi ebyoto byange byembadde njagala ngenda bituukiriza.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulator.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
Mikulu Business Expo kumi pirabiri mwetano ine komyewo wakati wenda kusomezi mwenda paka 11 Mei Lugugu Uma Showgrounds event service providers naba business endala zonna mwandu bademu ayuna Mikulu Business Expo kumi pirabiri mwetano emidala jiri kumitwalo nkaga ino bronze mitwalo 8 ku silver ate gold yakakadde kalamba kogata platinum yakamuchi tundu okuyingira Mikulu Business Expo kumi pirabiri mwetano kwa 15 zokka kati wasasula omudala obosasulidde ekifo tenti emmeeza entebe 2 kogata amasannyalaze ne security okumanya ebisingawo kuba 0707 mukaga 20 292 oba 0776 mukaga 20 292 biteddwa mu sente Photogenics Limited, Lean Events, Crane Performers, Chabasa Pharma, BBS Telefina, UBC, Rosie Roots, City Bridals, Joyce Sonko Textiles, Channel Ladies Choice, Njuvu Estates, Junico Rio Deco, Victory Travel Center, Tender Gardens, Eco Farm Pharmacy, Mikolo Magazine, ne Pepsi.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Peter, full speed, light hands red, and he's gone through. Oh,
Wow! The Uganda Police introduces the Automated Express Penalty System, EPS Auto, powered by ITMS. Fair, fast, final, and always watching. Don't argue with the road. Just check, pay, move on with the UPF Mobi app. ITMS. Safe roads, safe nation. Here just searching, still deciding, what am I watching? We are what? Unstoppable! We are what? Unstoppable! I'm at my business, enjoying success, not just address, all about progress. We are what? Unstoppable! We are what? Unstoppable! At first rate, with what internet? 4K HD, non-stop action. We are what? Unstoppable! We are what? Unstoppable! Jerry can. With MTN, we are what? Unstoppable. With you and MTN together, our progress is unstoppable. We are what? Unstoppable.
Oyo ye Diplock Segawanga chaguze miaka na mwesatu ngabiri msatu Mei ku National Theatre. A lifetime of melody concert. 43 years of Diplock Segawa performing in Kampala for the first time in a long time. Enyimbo boba douli ampulire kati jangu. Diplock Segawa has kuyimbire. Tickets eya gold ya mtwalo 15 ate VIP ya mtwalo 13. Booking a ticket yo ku noti msamvu mkaga 5 munana msamvu 225 oba ku www.carrytickets.com oba ku National Theatre ono ye Diplock Segawa abiri musatu Mei 2025 ku National Theatre celebrating 43 years of Diplock Segawa bitutusi wako charism UNCC UNMF statewide insurance company UCC Riz Medical Center John Joe Fashions Hot Q Vibes ne Carry Tickets.
Welcome back. You're still watching UBC Lunchtime News, and news coming in from Rwanda. The State Minister for Finance in charge of general duties, Henry Musasizi, is in Rushure Village, Mpungu Parish, Arua Sub-County, Rwanda District, to check the NRM voter register and also participate in the village and local council party primary elections.
Hati Juli aina akachiko keli kale abantu batano hati akachiko ka Juli elizoba ka wako mulenda kutora na kali abandi bantu chairman wa movement n'abandi bantu beye batano mujya kukachiko ka movement hano turaza kwa abantu 30 baba barahika abakazi batano eminyete 5 abakuzire batano abalema batano n'abaveterani batano ati abo bona bakanominatinga nalishi bakiyandikisa nikwe yes bona bakiyandikisa tukakoma ebiro 30 turandika abantu abo kwese
Aishu Kamerabu Ainamani Arnold Ainamani Gerard Ainamani Steven Ainebiona Docas Ainembabazi Felix Ainembabazi Bruno Ainembabazi Maria Angelina Aineplan Zipora Akachikunda Maria Evelyn Akachikunda Precious akampulira Vincent akampulira Agnes
Now let's head to Busia, where the voting exercise has been concluded successfully. The message by the party to those who did not succeed is to avoid proceeding in the forthcoming main race as incumbents to avoid splitting party votes.
We were able to get all the registers we wanted We have 8 districts from Palisa, Butebo, Chibuku, Budaka, Butaleja, Busia, Tororo Main, and then the Tororo County, which is our political district. And in total, we have 3,843 villages, 645 sub-counties, and 157, 645 parishes, and 157 sub-counties. And in all these villages, the 3,843, the registers are there. The books are there, we got them. So what people are doing is showing up and then participating in the elections. And there is a lot of excitement. But I'm also happy that in my region, there has been consensus in some areas. Actually, in most of the areas, people sat down and agreed. And this is what the party encourages. Where you can have consensus, you don't go into an election.
Miles, as far as entrenching the democratic principle within the country. And what I say today is that we are a ruling party. We are under the multi-party dispensation. NRM with this level of organization, our operational grounds are at the village. By the way, there is nobody that lives at the sub-county. Nobody lives at the parish. People are at the villages. So if this is happening at the villages, it means that the NRM knows where power rests. People always joke around with the issue of people and the power, but the NRM understands what people is and where the power is. That's why we operate where the people live. It's a political party that is in power and not working towards handing over power. No political party that is in power works towards handing over. This is not a short relay. That you have the baton and then you're running to hand it over to another one. We are working towards how best can we retain this power. But what we have so far achieved, I think this is a manifestation enough to show you that the NRM is here and working towards retaining power for the next 100 years plus.
We'll now take you back to National Theatre in Kampala, where our reporter Sandra Kahunde reported that elections had been halted and currently voting is underway.
We're coming to you live once again from the National Theatre. My name is Sandra Kahunde. As earlier on we did communicate to you that there was a standstill when it comes to voting exercise right here, but as we speak, communication has come in and the voters were still right here and they're reading the registry once again. The names are being read out. The exercise is going on smoothly. Just a clarification, did you get communication from the commissioners for the voting exercise to carry on this afternoon?
Yes,
I request you to look into the camera.
I consulted one of our commissioners who is in charge of the supervision of Kampala region, who is Honorable Alisemera Babika Jane, and she guided me that if those names were not deleted and the names are back in the register of NRM, that means that document is authentic. Let the voting go on, and those parties that are complaining, let them put it into writing. Then the commission will take a decision. So that's why we have agreed that let this election go ahead and let people elect their leaders as per UBC village.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for your time. So as we speak, the voters are right there. They've been here since morning from the hour of 10 a.m. and the gentleman is right here reading out the registry. As the communication came through, the registry book had disappeared, but here we are, and as we speak, the incumbent is nowhere to be seen. But however, the voters are here and the exercise is smooth as we speak. They read out your name, you hand over your national ID. As long as you have a national ID, then you're allowed to go ahead and vote. So it is smooth as we speak, and later on, a subsequent news hours of the day, we shall be updating you on who has taken the seat.
Now from National Theatre, we take you to Mubende, where many voters turned up in numbers. However, after verifying the voters' register, many were found missing on the list. In parts of Kirungi village, complaints of missing names in the Yellow Book were cited. The chairperson of NRM in the area, Joshua Sekate, called for calmness. Joshua Sekate emphasized that it is only in Kirungi village where cases of missing names are exhibited.
I'm by name Secretary Joshua, Chairman NRM Municipality. It's unfortunate here in Chilungi as in the numbers you have seen, but kindly people are going to vote. People are going to vote. Maybe there are some challenges, but we are going to solve them. People will vote. You know, the two candidates will agree each other and we shall vote.
What are those challenges?
The challenge is the people are not in the register. We have been mobilizing them to come and register in the register, but they didn't come. They didn't turn up to come in the register. So, but all things are going to be solved out. And the people of Mubende, let us be patient. Everything is going to be solved. Thank you so much.
Now, our team in Chiseka Market reports some mild chaos that attracted the involvement of security personnel who quelled the situation. Our reporters have more in the details.
Ekisooka twagamba tuli mu kulonda kalulu k'enyabe ku byalo naye baateekawo enkola ne pulezidenti w'eggwanga yazzeeyo mu kyalo agenda alonde ng'ayita mu regisita. Olwaleero wano tebakozesezza regisita, bagaanye okuleta regisita, bakozesezza enkola ensomba abayaaye. Ndowooza olaba abantu waggulu ku bizimbe kwe bali abaagala okulonda naye ng'enkola yewaniseka mulimu abaagala okuleeta enkola y'ekiyaaye. Baalose abantu b'ekiyaaye bwe baabalonda. Ate tewali mulala ali mu bintu bino bamuyita kyamaani Gulu. Gulu yali mu bintu bino yeesimbye mu kalulu ka Kampala okulaba nti tekakola nga pulezidenti w'eggwanga bw'ayagala. Era nkimanyi pulezidenti Museveni alina okukimanya nti singa tatuusa mukulu Gulu kalulu wano mu Kampala tewali kigenda genda maaso. Akalulu weekali
tanya byakugamba ono mubbi wa ttaka.
Thank you so much. And now from Chiseka Market, we now head to Kamwenge district where voter turnout was also high.
Iwe munga wakatera kakaru Fredu inekumbara Freda inekumbara inekumbara mugontote
Thank you so much. And now that brings us to the very end of our bulletin this afternoon. You've been a great viewer and listener. We'll have more details come your way in our bulletins at 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. I'm Maureen Babidia. Good afternoon.